The following program is intended for mature audiences.
A democratic republic of sports. The Sportsocracy with ESPN Asheville hosts Tank Spencer and Jeremy Greene.
Welcome into the Wicked Weed Studios. I'm Jeremy Greene. This is Brian Haynes. This is the Sportsocracy's three-round mock draft for the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles trade down from 6 to 12 with the Miami Dolphins. Brian, what are your thoughts on the Philadelphia Eagles?
I feel like they're just pretty much looking towards the future here at this point. I think they're setting Jalen Hurts up, not necessarily for failure.
I'll say it's for failure. I'll say it.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'll say it.
They're pretty much signed everybody this offseason to a one-year contract. They need a litany of things everywhere. So I obviously don't think they're going to be drafting any sort of quarterback. I think wide receiver needs to be their number one thought. And I think by trading back, I think they realized that they could get a wide receiver back there, pick up some more picks, look towards the future. And it probably was the best move they've made post Carson Wentz.
I'll say this, and you can at me, at Jay Greene ESPN. I never saw Pat McAfee punt as hard as I have seen the Philadelphia Eagles punt on this season. That being said, the trade back, you get extra picks. You're going to have the ability to, any quarterback you want, you'll have the ability to go get, and I think that's exactly what they're doing. With their first pick, number 12 overall in this draft, I have them taking Devontae Smith, the wide receiver out of Alabama. I actually would really love this move. This gives them a receiver for when they have Sam Howell or Keaton Slovis next year because Jalen Hurts is not the solution. This also makes it look like you're trying to give him a really good shot at earning this job, which he won't.
Right. Devontae Smith is, he's obviously a producer. He's been doing it for a very long time, even since a freshman in Alabama. He's a smooth route runner. He can actually play outside or in the slot. He's very productive, and he plays very well, given all the spots that he can play at. I really like him. The only knock on Devontae Smith is the size, and it's brought up all the time.
If he weighed 205 pounds, he would be a top 5 pick in this draft, no doubt. He weighs $175, and he's going to fall to 12, and there's going to be a lot of questions about him. And that's all there is to it. Yeah. He's a better route runner to me than every receiver I've ever graded, not named Jerry Jeudy. He's he's a crazy good athlete. He's a great receiver, great hands, but he's really thin. And that's what makes everybody nervous, and that's why he will be here for the Eagles at 12. At 37, I have them taking Jamin Davis from Kentucky. Brian, I will let you say the nice things, and then I will say the mean things.
Yeah, obviously, Jamin Davis has been screaming up boards, especially since he ran, 4.46 40. Pretty quick guy. He's got great focus and vision. He works really well off blocks, but he's still a really inexperienced linebacker. But he's big and he's athletic, and I think Philadelphia is definitely in need of a linebacker. I'm just not sure this is the one to pick in the second round.
I don't get it. I don't get it with this kid. I've never gotten it with this kid. His missed tackle rate's not terrible. 7% is not that bad for a linebacker. He is god-awful in coverage. He doesn't offer much in terms of pass rush. He's very good against the run, and I think he fits in Philadelphia nicely. The problem with him is that I couldn't figure out where to put him because I had a 5th-round grade on him 2 months ago. He screamed up boards. I have to figure out a place to put him. I still have him in the 4th round. I know this is a bad year for linebackers, but to me, this is an overdraft. If there's any team that can get the most out of him, I think it's the Eagles. I think this is the best fit for him, which is why he fell in here at number 37. With the 70th pick in the 3rd round, I have them taking Rodarius Williams from Oklahoma State. This is a guy that I seem to be higher on than everybody in this industry. Brian, what are your thoughts on Rodarius Williams?
Yeah, I'm not super high on him as well. He's good against the 50-50 ball, and he's got size and speed, but he needs to work on his press coverage, and he's got below average feet. I'm not super high on him, but I'd like to hear your thoughts on that.
This is a guy that I do not understand why everybody's so down on. I watched the tape on this guy. I'm pretty fond of it. My biggest knock on him is he's 24 years old. That's all I got. I mean, I think he's very good in press man. He's not a ball hockey corner, but you're not going to get a ball hockey corner at 70 in the 3rd round. I think he's a patient kid. I mean, aside from, he's not overly physical, but he's very good in press man. And aside from him being older, I don't understand why more people aren't talking about him. I think he would be a tremendous value selection for the Eagles at 70, and they really need help in the secondary. So this would be water in the desert, and that's putting it nicely.
Right.
With their last third-rounder, they take Rashad Weaver, the pass rusher from Pittsburgh. This is another guy that I seem to be higher on than other people in this industry. Brian, what are your thoughts on Rashad Weaver?
I'm actually pretty high on him. He was in the backfield in the ACC conference almost every play, it seemed like. He gets off his blocks really, really well. I think the biggest knock on him is maybe he's a little bit of a hybrid, and they're not sure the position he can play. And he does react a little bit slowly, and he plays a little more upright than you would like him to be.
The thing on him is he doesn't jump off the page. He doesn't have that quick twitch that you see with Kwity Paye, with Greg Rousseau, all of the Miami guys. He's a power player. Mm-hmm. And I feel like we've gotten to a point with edge rushers that if they don't just run around the outside on an offensive tackle, all of a sudden they're not good.
Right.
I think this would be a tremendous pick for them. He reminds me a little bit of Vinny Curry, a guy that just left Philadelphia, wound up with the Jets when he was younger. Mm-hmm. This is a guy that I think is going to have very good pass rush numbers. And I actually think he's better against the run than Vinny Curry. So I'm not going to say he's a 3-down player because I don't really believe that. Mm-hmm. But I do think he can be on the field, be an impact player for Philadelphia, and I think he would be a phenomenal pick right here at 84 in the third round. Live from the Wicked Weed Studios, I'm Jeremy Greene. This is Brian Haynes. This has been the Philadelphia Eagles 3-round mock draft. Make sure to click the little beer icon in the bottom right-hand corner to subscribe to our channel so you'll know every time we go live, including every weekday morning at 9 a.m. in the Sportsocracy. We'll also be live for every pick of the 2021 NFL Draft as they happen from the Wicked Weed Studios, brought to you by Wicked Weed Brewing, wickedweedbrewing.com. Drink different.